We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. It's the opener of this three-game series between the Sky Sox and the Boston Red Sox. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Marcus Walden gets the ball for the Red Sox in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Here's Mookie Betts, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First of three here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike one. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They come in trying to put together a complete ball game as they've lost their last two.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
2-1 now to Mookie. Very mild temperatures as we begin tonight. 58 degrees here at first pitch. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. To 2-2 now. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Corey Dickerson waits on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. The next 3-2. Hard ground ball. Defense played him perfectly. And that'll get on through into left for a leadoff single.
I know in today's game everybody's trying to go yard, but can you look at having a better at bat as a leadoff hitter? You take it full count, you make the pitcher work, and then you come through with a knock. Great start.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Into the box now, Corey Dickerson, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. His average right at .295 here to start play. 7 homers and 28 RBIs. The 0-1 on its way. Base hit into right center. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, they're seeing this pitcher well right now. They were obviously paying attention in the hitters meeting. He's found a barrel to the first 2 guys to start this game. Now he's got to worry about the middle of the order.
And digging in next will be Anthony Rendon. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
Woo, that was an ugly swing. If I'm pitching right now, I'm throwing that same pitch again. That was ugly.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, D-Row. One inning, he'll be given that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you could see some definite confusion on the face of some hitters today. Questioning in the strike zone. One pitch is a strike on the outer half. The next time it's a ball. Kind of a little cat and mouse with the umpire when you should be focused on the pitcher.
Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. And he misses with it, 1-1. Fouled off. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Betts on second. Dickerson at first. One gone. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
As a manager, you never really want to put a man on by a hit by pitch, but you absolutely hate to have it happen when it loads the bases. Now the pitcher is looking a little shaky, and the threat of a big inning is very real.
Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Mike Yastrzemski, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch on its way.
Ball. Count 1-0.
Here's the 1-0.
2-0.
In these situations, I used to tell myself all the time, just get the runner in from third. It seemed to take the pressure off a little bit.
The 2-0. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3.
He drilled the previous batter, and now he falls behind 3-1 to this guy. The last thing you can do, though, is throw a fastball middle of the plate right here.
And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2. This is pulled into right. Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Coming to the plate now, Luke Voigt, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch. The cutter runs outside, ball 1.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
One and 0. Here it is. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
2 men are on with 2 men out. The bouncer to the left side. Devers gloves it. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. So 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Colorado Springs leads this one 1-0. Trevor Bauer gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Pride and joy of the UCLA Bruins, former number 1 draft pick with the Arizona Diamondbacks. This guy has really found himself good fastball, and he's one of these guys that he's into the new metrics. He likes to see that spin rate and that carry on the 4-seam fastball. Good fastball, 95 to 97. His curveball, though, might be his out pitch. It's a 12-6 straight down curveball. One of the top pitchers in the league right now.
And that's in there for strike one. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty B, we've got a team here that's been playing some pretty good baseball. They're not quite in first place yet, D-Row, but they're playing good, and they'd like to stay competitive through the month of May.
Yeah, they've played okay. Let's be honest. They've hit okay. They've pitched okay. They're capable of much better than this, but it's early. We find ourselves just in the early phases of May. Ride it out and find a way to get hot.
Fouled away. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Here's another 1-2. And a good idea to hold off there as it goes to 2-2 now on the Boston third baseman.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult.
He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard.
It's one of the beauties of playing in Fenway right there. Most places that's a double or a home run, but at Fenway you're coming out of the box thinking, can I make it to second? Because if it caroms and that left fielder fields it cleanly, you're dead to rights at second base. Man, that's a heck of a job to hold them in this thing.
In now, Dustin Pedroia. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the belt, the pitch. A runner at first with no outs here. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
First 2 batters find a sweet spot, barrel up perfectly. These fans have to be excited. Middle of the order coming to the plate now. After those first 2 ABs, this could be a laser shot.
Ready now, J.D. Martinez. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. From the stretch, here's the pitch. 0-1, here it comes. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Working for the punch out and the offering. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2. Line drive, base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, Devo, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Bases loaded here, nobody out. A ball and a strike.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
He's set. Here's the 2-2.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Tight spot. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Full count still. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. On the move is Betts. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly as that'll square things at 1-1.
Man, this is a spot where you really want to get greedy as a hitter. Bases loaded, nobody out. You're hoping for that big swing of the bat. What does he get? A sacrifice fly, and only one run scores. I'm sure he wanted more, but he's not going to complain about the RBI.
So striding forward now, Mitch Moreland, and the Red Sox with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. From the stretch. His numbers against Trevor Bauer. He's gone 3 for 11. He's taken him deep once. Runners are at first and second with one away. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Popped him up. Grandal moving to his left. 2 down.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Michael Chavis.
Striding forward now is the DH, Michael Chavis. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lays off 1-0.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2. Here's the 2-0. This is line to left, and this is a fair ball as it makes its way out toward the monster. And to score, the runner from second.
You don't think being a starting pitcher in this league will test your resolve? He's already given up more runs in the first inning in this one than he did his entire last start. That's the kind of roller coaster ride that will make you a little crazy, but that's kind of how baseball works sometimes.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. Outside for a ball, 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. On the ground to the right side. He's got it. And the off-balance throw is right there for the third out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. 1 inning in the books here. Boston's out in front, 2-1. And here's the second-generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First pitch coming. Here it is. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Throw will not be in time as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning.
Batting it. The shortstop. Go Bichette.
Standing in now, Bo Bichette. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. 4 home runs, 13 RBIs. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Throw over to first, and the runner back in standing. 3-1. Here it is. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Count remains full. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Gone. He uses that short porch to an advantage home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field. Home run number 5 on the year. As they have taken the lead, it's now 3-2.
This is the first home run of the game, but the bats are definitely alive for both teams tonight. There have been a ton of hits already. These pitchers might want to duck and cover if things continue this way.
So here's Kevin Kiermaier. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. And he takes this one high, 1-1. And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Kiermaier now.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
And Pedroia looks this one in for out number 1.
Now batting, the right fielder.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today. And let's focus on the guy behind the dish tonight, Christian Vasquez. Lock in on this guy. Some say he looks like a young Pudge Rodriguez in his prime. The bat's coming, but the way he massages this pitching staff, it should be your focus.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Now ball 2. Back-to-back breaking pitches. I think if right now you really have to try to get the best pitch you can get in the zone, you have to throw it right here.
Bogarts has it. And there are 2 away now.
The left fielder, number 23, Corey Dickerson.
Striding into the box, Corey Dickerson. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit down the line at first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Up with the ball is Pedroia. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. The Sky Sox lead it 3-2. Now at the plate, Christian Vasquez. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. First pitch of the at-bat. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. 1-2 to the Red Sox catcher. The 1-2 gets him swinging. He struck him out.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang bang place at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
So here now is Jackie Bradley as we take a look at the splits between April and May. Ball 1. On the season, Bradley is a batting line residing in the 230s.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching all season long, but he just needs a few knocks today, maybe to get the confidence going. I don't think this is a norm for this ball player.
Dickerson is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Next to the Red Sox, the third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rafael Devers. Second at-bat here. He reached via a single to lead off the home first.
Hey, going back to his first at-bat, that was a terrific at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches, and one of the things you want to do is try to drive that pitch count up early on the starting pitcher.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And it's fouled away. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1.
Ball in.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, strike 2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They're down 3-2. In now is Anthony Rendon as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Anthony Rendon.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard to the right, but foul. Pedroia now at second. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
The catcher, number 28, Yasmani Grandal.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up Yasmani Grandal. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is.
At the ball. Ball 1, no
3rd inning. Already a 3-2 ball game. Fouled off. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
The bat, number 9.
So digging in now, Mike Yastrzemski hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it.
Oh, what a stop on the slide. Got him. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. Matt Vasgersian with you as former AL MVP Dustin Pedroia settles in to get the inning started. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Three and 0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Here's J.D. Martinez. Here's the first pitch to him.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
And it's quickly 0-2. Martinez, a 32-year-old veteran. He was a 20th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
And he will reach down to put this one away. Good job of hanging with it there for the first out. Digging in, Xander Bogaerts picked up an RBI on a sac fly in his first appearance. He's set. Here it comes. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. And this is high, a ball and a strike. The 1-1. And that's a fair ball, line to the right side. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
And from the list of stats you never want to hear if you're a pitcher, we have this. It's only the 3rd inning, and he's already allowed more hits than he did in his entire last outing.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland, as he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Fouled away. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Now this pitch is popped up. Playable for Grandal behind the plate. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the 2nd out.
The designated hitter, Michael.
So here's Michael Chavis now, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here's the first pitch to him. No balls and a strike to count. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Swinging a hard liner to center field. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. One more look at the full extension catch that strands 2 men on the base paths. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Now at the plate, Luke Voigt. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The first baseman, Luke Voigt.
First pitch on its way. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. And he falls behind 0-2. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Now batting, second baseman, Delino DeShields.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And up to bat next, Delino DeShields. First pitch coming. Here it is. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Bo Bichette. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up. Now the pitch.
1-0.
Bichette, once a Toronto Blue Jay, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
We're in the 4th. 3-2 is our score. Lofted in the air out toward right center. After it is Verdugo. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Back now at Fenway Park, and here's Heidi Watney with a report.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. Riding in once again, Alex Verdugo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And it's fouled away.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box, Christian Vasquez. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0. It is a fastball then off the plate for a ball.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
And this is a called strike at the letters. Looked like ball 3, but make it 2-1 instead. Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2. And the pitch. Popped up. Rendon over to his right. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
Settling in now, Jackie Bradley Jr. He flew out in his last at-bat. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
2-1 now. Bauer into his motion and delivers.
Nope.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Here comes the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Red Sox. Still a 3-2 ball game. Digging in, Kevin Kiermaier. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
Kevin Kiermaier.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Verdugo waits on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Now to the plate, Mookie Betts. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. First delivery to him on the way. Fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. High and deep to right center. Chasing after it is Verdugo. But it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Well, he hit that one pretty well all the way out to the warning track, and clearly there's some hard dirt out there because that ball bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
At the plate, Corey Dickerson, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And Dickerson behind 0-2 now.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
I really like watching righties throw that cutter in on lefties' hands like that. This one was down too, and if he hits it, there's a pretty good chance he's going to pound it into the ground, maybe even give himself a shin burger.
Two, here it is.
You got a full count. 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Stepping in now, Anthony Rendon. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. Two balls and no strikes to Anthony Rendon.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Not a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Gave him the green light, but he swings through it for strike 1.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
Hits are even right now at 5 aside. In there, and it's full 3-2.
Fell behind early in this one, 3-0, and has battled back with 2 quality strikes. Interested to see if he catches a big part of the plate right here or tries to get a nibble.
Here's the payoff pitch. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Bottom of the inning now. Stepping up to the plate, Dustin Pedroia. It was a walk in his last trip. On its way is pitch number 75. Down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Now the pitch.
1-1.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Hung that one out there a bit, but it's a called strike. 2-2.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Fouled off. Now the 1-1 pitch. Is a fastball taken high for a ball. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. All even now, 2-2. Down the left field line and deep, and this will wind up a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Xander.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Last time through was a base hit. The 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Fouled away. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. They trail 3-2. Heath Hembree takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Now pitching for the Red Sox, number 37, Heath Hembree.
All set for the start of the inning. Ready for another chance. Yasmani Grandal. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch.
Outside, that's the ball.
A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Hembree was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got 1 or 2 big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing a change for this right-hander. The 1-1.
That's bolted.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Into the box now, Mike Yastrzemski, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Three-two's our score here in inning number 6. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. And it's fouled away. The 1-2.
I got to count 2 and 2.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. That fastball on the inner half of the plate. You can see that he just isn't able to get those arms extended, and pretty ugly swing right there.
In now, Luke Voigt. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. No hits to this point. A ball and a strike. A 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounded up the first baseline, but that finds its way through for a base hit. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now, so this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
Standing in now, Delino DeShields. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And no advance. It's ball 1. A swing and a ground ball to third, but a foul ball. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
I wouldn't be surprised if he uses aggressiveness against him right here. If you're going to get a swing outside the zone 1-1, might as well fish a little bit further.
High in the air out to center field. Bradley is there. And that retires the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More in a moment on this Friday night. You're watching MLB Network. Danny Duffy enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Danny Duffy.
Bottom of the 6th inning now. Digging in now, Mitch Moreland. 2 pop-outs for him so far, so he'll look to stay through one here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield. There to tuck it in is Rendon for the first out.
The batter, the designated hitter, Michael.
Now the Red Sox DH, Michael Chavis. He was robbed of a hit in his last at-bat, so he'll try to change his fortunes here.
Yeah, you got to control the controllables, Matty. All you can do is put barrel to baseball and see what happens. You cannot control the defensive wizardry on the other side.
0-1 the count. Bases are empty, one man out. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. This is on the ground over to first. Scooped up. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
The right fielder, number 99, Alex Verdugo.
At the plate, Alex Verdugo. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kiermaier on the run. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They're down 3-2. Darwinzon Hernandez is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 63, Darwinzon Hernandez.
New inning set to get underway. So striding in, Bo Bichette. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Bo Bichette.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Back goes Martinez, and it bangs off the monster. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Sometimes when a reliever comes in a game, he wants to get that first strike so bad that he serves one up, and that's exactly what happens here. The first batter he faces just rockets one off the wall, and now he's got to worry about another base hit, potentially bringing home a run.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike. Count. Ball inside.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Pulled toward right center field. Chasing after it is Bradley. But it's over his head and jumps the wall for a ground rule double. And this game is tied.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
3-1 to him now.
Well, to me, it just looks like he's really aiming the ball a little bit right now. And it's funny, when you do that, you usually don't have as good a control as you do when you just let it go free and easy.
3-2 now. No one out with a runner at second. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Playable for Verdugo, and there's one gone.
The left fielder, number 23, Corey Dickerson.
Striding in, Corey Dickerson. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
And he misses inside with that one. Ball one. One out and a runner on second base. On the ground for the shortstop, Bogarts. He's right there. On to Moreland, and that's in time for the second out.
The third baseman, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
Digging in, Anthony Rendon. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He's set, and the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
0-1.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he takes this one high, 1-1. Two and one.
2-1.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. All even at 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Popped him up. Devers has room in foul territory. And that's the third out.
Ladies and gentlemen.
But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Get up and stretch. Colorado Springs is on top 4-2. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Set to deliver the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Well, when you hear people talk about the unwritten rules of baseball, I think we just saw a perfect example of that. You hit one of mine, and I'm going to hit one of yours. Always been that way and probably always will be, even though they've tried to crack down on that kind of stuff recently.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. It was a walk in his last trip. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he lays off for ball one. 7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. missed the target there with a curveball, and it's 2-1 now. Fouled off.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And he fouls this one off. Here's another 2-2. Fouled away. Nobody out, runner on first. And he struck him out.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Rafael Devers the next to bat, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, good spot on the black for strike 2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Tyler Duffy takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1.
Pedroia waiting, the 1-0.
Line drive to left. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time, it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Roll, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. 2 down, runners at first and second. Hit hard, but foul. Here's a strike with the breaking ball.
With runners on base, 2 outs and 2 strikes, this is a big next pitch for both sides.
Hit out towards second. Reined in. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Boston strands a couple. They trail it here 4-2. Brandon Workman has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. the switch-hitting catcher Yasmani Grandal. 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch so far. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike one. When you got a great hitter in the box, gotta get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. And the pitch. And it's fouled away. Bouncer to the left side. Devers fields it cleanly. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. One away.
Number 9, designated hitter, Mike Yastrzemski.
Stepping up now, Mike Yastrzemski. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
No balls and a strike to count. Getting late. 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Oh, and a great knuckle curve just buckled him there, and there are 2 gone.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
So now to the plate, Luke Voigt. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
So coming to the plate, Delino DeShields. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually like to see keep the ball on the ground. You can't beat out a fly ball in this game.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. A runner on first with 2 away. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Vasquez shading to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Sky Sox are out on top 4-2. Jose Alvarado is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Alvarado.
Stepping into the box, Xander Bogaerts. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Count 1-0.
Alvarado Former Tampa Bay Ray, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
Grounded to short. Bichette picks it up cleanly. On to first, and a sigh of relief in that visitor's dugout as that's a big man to retire to start out the home eighth.
The first baseman,
Digging in once again, Mitch Moreland. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
One out, nobody on. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. On to first, and there are two down.
the bat, the designated hitter, Michael Davis.
Standing in, Michael Chavis. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Now here it comes.
Ball one, no strike.
The 1-0. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. 2 out, nobody on. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Pitch on the way. Fastball, and it's strike 3 called. Oh, that looked inside, but instead it's the 3rd out of the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. Still down by a count of 4-2. All set to start the 9th in this one. Into the box now, Bo Bichette. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the 2nd. First delivery to him on the way.
1-0.
And now the Red Sox will get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the 9th.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Into the box, Kevin Kiermaier, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1. One and two now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And now a pitch on the way.
Nope, that's the ball. 2-2. Count.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
And a good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
To the plate now, Mookie Betts. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. The windup and the 0-1. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Swinging a soft liner. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his 3rd hit tonight.
Boy, when things are good, things are going really good. How about a swinging bunt infield single right there for his 3rd knock of the game, D-Row?
Yeah, he has to be feeling frisky right now. He's had 2 great at-bats, and then this one, he's 100% on fire. Getting an infield single for his 3rd knock of the game, that's awesome.
Stepping in now, Corey Dickerson, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Shin high, that's taken for a ball.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Lets it fly 2-0, but this one's by him for the first strike.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2 out with the man at first. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Keone Kela takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Now batting, Alex Verdugo. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Hey, not an easy thing to do, even at home when you're down by 2, trying to score a couple of runs off of one of the game's top closers.
Changeup too low, and it's 1-0.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
In there, and it's even at 1. One ball and 2 strikes to count. Fastball well outside. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Now in the box, Christian Vasquez. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And into left field for a one-out hit.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Ready for another shot now, Jackie Bradley Jr. He went down on strikes last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a ball 1-0. Runners on first with one down. Hit on the ground toward the left. And that's through for a hit.
Dan, if they're going to crack through, this has got to be the opportunity they've been looking for right here. They've had a ton of hits, a ton of people on base, but no one has been able to come up with that big knock.
Well, you know what, Gil? This pitcher's kind of worked around trouble the entire time so far. Another inning brewing right here. Let's see if they can't get a big hit here right here and bust through in this one.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Rafael Devers comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making him work for this one.
First and second now, one man out. That's inside. 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the harder plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
2-1 now to the Boston leadoff hitter. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and two runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
Runners are at second and third with one down. Hit in the air down the right field line. Catch is made near the line. Here comes the runner from third. And he is out at the plate. Trying to get a little too greedy when he didn't need to be, and this ball game is over.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next two, the series is theirs.
4-2 the final score tonight. The Sky Sox took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Trevor Bauer earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Keone Kela wraps it up for the save, his 17th on the year. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.